Just stood up on the filter now, you get a bit more of an overview. Oh, just sat here having a moment of calm, observing feeding. Really important job when you're raising them. So the pond, I'll flip it around in a minute, just seeing how long it takes them to clear the feed up, their actual feeding behaviour, are they keen to eat, basically working to a time window to know if I need to do any increases or anything like that. So yeah, I can't do every pond all at the same time because the feeders go off at the same time mainly, but it just gives me an idea to know what I need to adjust up, down, or what's going on. So let me just share these with you. Before I share, just stood up on the filter now, you get a bit more of an overview. Really looking well. Stunning pond of fish. Still probably a bit more overstocked than I'd want it, but they are doing the business at the minute. Behaviour. This is some of my best Nisai that are still having growing through winter. And what I'm looking at is being bigger Nisai, you know, they're not super aggressive feeders. So, you know, the time window that I generally give them gets increased. What I'm looking at now is not just the time window, it's how keen they are. So Go-Sanki as well tend to have a completely different feeding pattern. They're quite scatty, they'll come take a few darts off and kind of cautiously come back. Generally it does tend to take them a little bit longer to consume the food, which I have to bear in mind. But overall I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. The fish are eating constantly, there's always fish coming back to the surface, so I know that they're keen, not overdoing it. If I am overdoing it for whatever reason, then they'll generally tend to shy away and not want to keep eating. So yeah, all I need to check at the end of this, when every pellet's cleared, I'll go and check the feeder and see how long it's actually taken them to get through it all. These are coming on really well at the minute, starting to get that body development again and really hitting the growth stride. Hence why I'm keen not to overdo it, because that can also then lead to a period where I've got to really ease off in order to pull things back round. It's observation, guys. I know I've said it in a video before, but it really is the biggest secret to successful koi keeping. You've got to know what's going on, you've got to know the details, and the more time spent, it does seem shocking, doesn't it, that I call this work, but in all seriousness it's so important. It's time consuming, but it's these little details and this attention that I pay that gets those end results. You really can't, you've got to keep on them constantly and just treading that fine line in fish raising like this. Just stood up on the filter now, you get a bit more of an overview. Really looking well. Stunning pond of fish. Still probably a bit more overstocked than I'd want it, but they are doing the business at the minute. The other pond down the bottom, right down the bottom there, a lot less fish. They are absolutely flying. But what I can see, not too many pellets left now. This is a nice bit of a break as well, away from the some maniac gave me a log into the Sakai auction. Say I'm excited is an understatement. Some of the toast I have managed to secure, some fierce battles, has got me so excited, especially when I look at those batch of fish and just imagine this. I'm like a giddy kid at Christmas. So there we can see that feed started at 2. It's took 24 minutes. There's only a couple of pellets left now, and yeah, I'm happy with that because I'm giving these a half-an-hour feeding window at the minute, and from how they've been behaving in that feed, I can see that I can probably give them a bit of an increase as well. Recycle through, I have got this varied look because there has been some increases. You see there, I'm not quite the last 2 feeds, still just down a little bit. Don't like to hit them too hard in the evening and the morning. The morning one kind of get them going, and the evening one's like a bit of supper really. But yeah, they've reacted to that increase well, so I'll probably leave it the rest of this week, let that really bed down. Then what I'll start doing is increasing a couple of the midday feeds first, and then slowly bring the others in line. Right, so what I've got here is a batch of Kaze shows outside the grow out event we did. The ones I've been raising to stock fish, stock Nisai, really well. The others are exactly in line, actually in the pond next door there. But yeah, my God, am I happy with these. There's a few sold fish in here as well that have gone out to various customers' auctions and bits and bobs. But yeah, Benny's softer than I want. It's generally due to the speed they've been growing, the water temperature, and the lack of kind of UV index we've got in general at the moment. But all can be fixed. The water is clearer where it is in that greenhouse, where they're being moved to. That greenhouse actually gets a little bit more light to it, funnily enough. Wow, it's impressive. So yeah, it's going to allow us to push on. It's one of the bigger ponds they're going into as well to make this available for the shipment that's coming in. They're just going to have a sort through now, find the customer's fish, and then yeah, I'll check back. There we go, saltfish are all out. Some really quirky bits in there. Coming on so well. One thing you always get with Kaze Showa, just that bonkers level of beauty, really. Patterns, beauty, especially when I get this Benny back to where I want to see it. And I'll just have a quick look through here, make sure they're all worthy of moving over. See where we get. Another pond making its way out. I've seen this one a couple of times now, but it is time for these. I am super happy with these Kaze Showa. I can't wait to show you guys who are involved in the other grow out how well they've done. But yeah, these I'm just about to show you. I think there's about 24 pieces being moved to a bigger pond. The growth's been amazing. What they will do now in the bigger pond though is naturally gain a bit more volume. They're not shy at the minute, but it's amazing how much more they'll lump on. So let me show you these. I mean, wow. I don't know what more to say there. That is a spectacle. The light's not even that good at the minute, but like I say, even the Benny's not quite at that standard I want it. See there, like with that one, there's a softness to it, but you can see a big difference between male and female in there in the Benny colour as well. The female being a bit softer. Them two there, look, the Marathon and that one, definite female fish. But my days, these are just going to get better and better and better from here. And here we've got the next lot. So these is coming at 29 up to 35, which I'm chuffed with. Exactly the same quality level. Look, when you look there, stunning. It's a real Marathon Kindai show there, just an absolute delight. Again, you look at the pattern quality, sumi quality, the potential. Here, there, one of my favourite pieces. Actually, it looks a little bit better in the flesh, but its balance there is impeccable. Look, a lot going on in that pattern, but so well balanced. Lovely body Motogoro. That's going to come alive with more and more size. But again, still qualities. And look at this here, superb. That's the one tapping in 35. Again, a fish of superb quality. Typical show, waiting for some more sumi progression, but yeah, wowzers. And again, you can see a difference in between in male female body line. You've got female there next to two males. Just see they're a little bit weightier on that belly line, which for a showa lineage like this is normal because they're more of an old school showa, which can carry a heavier belly line with females, so you do have to bear that in mind. And like with other lineages, to be fair, you know, with this, the males are doing well. It does come down to the bone structure for sure, but you can get males that, you know, will typically not be as powerful growing as some of the other males from the likes of Dainichi. So that makes 24 pieces there altogether. I think we were hitting about 20 to 26 when I checked back, size-wise, when they started. But to be at 30 up to 35, it's great going so far. Like I say, they've only been in a 1,200 gallon pond. Now I'm going to show you the pond that they're going into, just to see how they compare actually against what's in there as well. Even as beefy and strong as these look, they look pathetic when they escape off into there. That's them in now. Pond there all emptied. Prepared for shipment. This pond here, those fish are shipping early Thursday morning, off to a client, and then lovely batch of fish that. Then that pond will also be ready, and then 2 ponds in the other folks. So there we go, everything else looking great coming on. You'll see a little bit here, look, I just want to focus on that there, that goshki. So that behaviour right now, this pond's been investigated, there's been a lot of mixing. That's one of the kind of goshkis that only just got moved in last week. So that is there, just a mixing process. There's absolutely no parasites on here, the water's all in order. See, generally everything else is great. It's just a few of the goshkis behaving like that. And it just comes from mixing. It's like a bit of viral illness, you've got a cold almost. And eventually, slowly, we'll just up the salt a little bit. They will adjust into here, they'll get over it and move on. But not a lot we can do about it, to be honest. You see another one there, look. Just not 100%. That's all it's from, mixing fish. And even now, you know, this pond's warm, but it takes time. Yeah, there we are. Countdown to shipment time now. Exciting stuff. Got a whole chain of these things lined up, coming up, a lot to manage. Just about got the plumbers booked in to do the outside bit, which is going to be important for a lot of the timing for pond space I need in here, getting fish out. Just a bonkers time of year. So yeah, all good. Hope you enjoyed watching that, and yeah, more updates soon.